Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Baltimore Ravens. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. 70, Indy.
Let's go. Pick it up, D.
Get it.
They'll throw on first down with Aikman. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And even 20 yards and a first down on the game's very first play.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. So after the interception, here's Palmer. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now Palmer to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. A nice run on first down gets them 6 yards to the 31. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a foot race. 20. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play here for Dallas. Give him 53 yards on the ground. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
They're going to 88. They're going to 88. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Hey, high 7.
On 1st and 10, it's Aikman. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Now Aikman, 3rd and long. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. The kick by Maher is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And some space here. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big play that time for the Ravens. Give him 69 yards on the ground. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation.
And watch the ball. He's coming, he's coming.
Look, squeeze. Hard, hard.
Check 13.
Get it.
Now a give, right side. Peyton, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Palmer, a tale of 2 extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. They'll set up to throw. The quick slant caught, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down. They'll drop to throw.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going,
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at his own 10, and it'll be 1st and goal at the 7-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He'll buy some time right. He'll run it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, exit.
Now Palmer. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll try the left side. Peyton. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They run on 1st down with Jackson. And his first carry, he loses the football. But I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 3rd down, Mobley. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. His 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Palmer to throw. A screen to Bell. A 1st down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Leo!
Switch!
Palmer now. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 30. From the gun, it's Palmer. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Second and 10. It's Palmer again. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on third down. Play action. It's Palmer. He's going deep for Brown. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Now Tucker to add the PAT. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. On first down, Mobley. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
On second down, Mobley. Still on his feet. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. They'll run on first down. Mobley. Again, he finds an opening. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
I'm coming.
Bang, bang, bang. Hey, orbit. Shoot.
On first down, Mobley. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On second down now, Mobley. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They'll run on first down. Peyton. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 57's the mic.
Go, go.
I got you, son. I got you, son. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. Let's go.
Switch, five.
Now Palmer to throw on second down. Complete. Smith has it. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On second down, Palmer. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on second and 14. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from second and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
Ready, ready. 10-2 start. Any weapons?
On 3rd down, Aikman. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coach,
and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. That was really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 23 yards the pickup there. This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. This clearly the final play of the half, but no field goal attempt. They're going for it with 3 seconds remaining.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
Fair. Hey, stand off.
Final play of the half. It's Palmer. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So a very tight first half. We head to break in a 1-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The ball Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now...
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
On the double.
57 to Mike. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Out of the gun, Palmer. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. So they go with the empty set, and that's the risk you run right there. Nobody was there to protect.
Well, you know how most offenses have audibles, and they've changed plays when they see certain sets. A lot of defenses do the exact same thing. You go to an empty back set, they bring pressure. And boy, did it pay off in this case.
Come on, fellas.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. They'll try the left side. Mobley. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Ready. Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Danny. Check. Check.
On first down, Walker. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Touchdown, Cowboys! A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
They'll keep it on the ground. Peyton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 31 yards there and a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And he coughed it up. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Watch the run, watch the run. Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4. Come on, D.
Now.
54. Mike 54.
Get it.
Now they'll throw it with Palmer. Escaping the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. DeMarcus Lawrence. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Smooth. Ready.
They'll try and throw for it with Palmer. Over the middle, that's caught by Owens. And he will be knocked.
Pass really well. You got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now Palmer. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll run on first down. Mobley. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room that if you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. They'll keep it on the ground. Mobley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now a give, right side. Mobley. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Come on, set. 50, plant. Hey, I said.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And Sanders has got it complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Ready, ready. 60 or hard.
Tight down. There you go. Check 52.
Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Le'Veon Bell, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. From the shotgun, it's Palmer. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Tight dog.
They'll keep it on the ground. Mobley. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Will throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
We got this at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. On 1st down, Mobley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On play action, they'll throw. They'll roll him out right. And now he's going to use his legs. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on first down. Walker. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch tight end. 4 down, 4 down.
They run again with Walker. And very little daylight there. They'll get a couple up to the 44. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. Going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Justin Houston, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That good for 22 and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Rock it. Check.
On third down, Peyton. Oh, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. They end up getting stuck twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down. Fourth down, here's Palmer. Got a man, he finds Sanders. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Check 25. Five.
51, Mike 51. What's the run? They're running it.
Undercrush. They go.
Now it's Palmer. Rush coming, and he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it second and goal now as they look for that final dagger.
Look at me. Now.
On second down, Peyton. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a gain of 4, but it'll bring us now to a 3rd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Peyton, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
A loss of 2 yards. It's now 4th and goal.
Hey, exit.
Mike 5-4. Watch the screen. Pass. Shift.
Get it.
They're going on 4th down. It's Palmer. And no, it's incomplete. Jabril Peppers, a former first-round pick there on the coverage. Well, they were 2 for 3 on 4th down tries. Now they're unsuccessful. That brings them down to 50%.
But that's a percentage you have to feel pretty good about. You know, 2 for 4, 2 for 3 before that, but finally get stopped again. That's okay. That's the type of team that'll keep pressing. In this situation, they'll continue to go for it.
And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He's back to throw. Dancing to his left. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for Baltimore, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Dallas, it's just their 3rd loss as they fall now to 10-3. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.